The big thing that inspired me to make music was very deep, actually. I started playing volleyball a lot, and I realized that that took a lot of my time. And I grew up around music. My dad's country artist. My mom started off on Broadway, and I've just grown up around music. So yeah, I was already born into it, but I never really had the passion for it until I realized like I couldn't do anything with volleyball. I could do so much more with music, and yeah, God gave me this talent, like I gotta use it, you know? I write most of my songs, they usually come from heartbreak, most songs do. Some of them do come from just like the way I feel things, like not all of them are about a guy, even though, you know, that one breakup was really what got me into writing, but yeah, some of them are different, I guess, but I write with a bunch of different people. I most of the time write with a tracker that can we can get a little demo in like after we write the song, but I've written with Sarah Bryce, I've written with Mike Sweep, Jeremy Stinson, Ariel Botel, but yeah, all those types of people. I feel like my writing process, it can be, sometimes it's depending on how I feel that day, but most of the time I like to just jot down thoughts like it's a diary kind of. Like I start just rambling, like saying crazy things and then just like organizing it kind of, I guess. But I usually come to the right prepared with a couple of hooks, you know? Yeah, definitely I start off with the verse most of the time because I don't know, I feel like I can't just jump right into the chorus. Like I gotta start beginning to end. Just jumping right into the middle of the song just doesn't make sense to me. I have performed at many places, highs and lows. I've performed at festivals, fairs, I've done national anthems, acoustic gigs all over in Nashville, at Live Oak Music Row. I've done a bunch of acoustic shows at Grindstone Cowboy, obviously. But yeah, just like little gigs, like little private gigs, you know. But recently I'm starting to get into more of the full band aspect because, I don't know, people are starting to reach out to me. I needed to start getting a full band together. Social media, I hear, like I follow a bunch of artists and they be putting me on music and just like listening to music all the time and going out places. Like I'll be watching a live band and they'll play a song and I'm like, I am adding that to my set list because that's freaking awesome. I never have studied music. I never went to school for it. I did do theater, but I never I kind of was just like, oh, I can sing, like let's just go ahead and do this. I play a little bit of piano, so I guess that's some type of musical background that I've taught myself, but my dad's really good at the piano, so he's amazing, so he's taught me a lot. So I feel like my music has evolved electronically in an insane way because at first I was writing songs by myself, I was producing and doing all that by myself, but now I've gone into rooms with more people, more talented people that actually know what they're doing, but they've really opened my eyes to what music can be, how I can really dive deep into lyrics and melodies and all that. So it's come a long way in that aspect with melodies and lyrics because at first it was so plain and this type of level just stayed the same, but now my songs are just woo, all the emotions and all the deep meanings of every word, I guess. And then in person, I guess my music has changed set list wise because at first I thought since I grew up in country music area, I thought that's what I had to do. Then I realized I didn't like singing that. I liked singing Motown stuff. I was not vibing with the country stuff. Even though my dad's a country singer, it just wasn't what I wanted to do. So I just started, my set list has definitely evolved over the times, and tonight it's gonna be freaking awesome because I've really put a lot of thought into the songs that I put into it. And there's gonna be originals in it too, which is really exciting. The biggest challenge as an artist, and I feel like this goes for a lot of people, what I'm trying to do is, I wouldn't say money because my family, we're good, but I guess the music industry is so expensive for certain things, songs recorded is a lot, and then you have to do the content, and I guess that's one of the hardest things. And another hard thing that I struggle with is my following base. That's who I care about the most. I care about my fans. That's all I care about. But if I don't have, it's hard to get that up because social media is such a hard thing to work with, I guess. You can be consistent and still get 0 views. You can barely post anything and still, it's so, algorithm is freaked. But I guess that's another struggle. And then another really big struggle is not having a team. I have a personal team, my family, my friends. I guess not having a designated band, not having a designated videographer, content person, like, because I do all my content by myself. So I guess it's really hard to do that by myself, but I do it, you know?